Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Empower Hour. My name is Adriana Spezzafero. I am one half of Peace and Plenty, and I am excited to bring on my business partner, Amanda, and our special guest for this week's episode. So if you are watching this live, say hello, hit the hearts, don't be shy, don't be rude. And if you are watching this on the replay, you can hashtag replay, tardy for the party, I'm late, whatever. And let's get everybody started. Hello. And if you are new to us, please say hello, introduce yourself. Hello.
Hello.
So our guest is here, but I am still waiting for Amanda. So until she gets here, I'm just going to tell you guys who are new a little bit about how this is going to work. So we do a 1 hour podcast, which is a video podcast, and we interview different entrepreneurs. It is by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs on a variety of topics. So we are going to talk to Marquis Stewart today, who is currently on an Uber dealing with the bane of my existence, which is LA traffic. Let me just wait for Amanda to get here.
Okay.
And if you can you mute yourself or no? Okay, yeah, we're gonna mute you until Amanda gets on, just because of the background noise. So the way that it's gonna work, the first 20 to 30 minutes, Marmar is gonna be just talking about his story, sharing some really, really fun and exciting things. And then we are gonna open it up for questions. This is totally unscripted. This is just, just friends talking and sharing stories. And, you can ask anything. So without further ado, find her. All right, she should be here any second. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to have Marmar jump on and introduce himself while we wait for Amanda. Come on down. You can unmute yourself.
Hello, everyone. Okay, so we're COVID compliance right now. I have the mask on, but I'm Marquis Stewart, also known as Marmar. I'm 26. I'm born and raised in St. Louis and live here in LA. I am the CEO and founder of Living Greatness by Alexander, and it is a nonprofit organization in which it's just all about helping the youth, empowering, counseling, mentoring to help better their futures from what they've been through or their past trials and tribulations, just to show that positivity can be their reality and they can live in their true greatness. Aside from that, I'm also an entertainer and artist.
Wonderful. So, you got to toot your horn a little bit. So Marmar is a working actor in LA, because I think there is a big difference in LA from being an actor to being a working actor.
Yes,
right?
There is.
So Marmar is a very successful working actor. You may have recognized him from Vimeo Create commercials on your IG feed or IG Live. You may recognize him from Weed Maps commercials.
Yeah.
From the Super Bowl commercials.
Yes.
You may recognize him from All American, the TV show, which I'm actually a big fan of. And soon to be coming, a couple of fun projects that I want Marmar to talk a little bit more about. So before we get into really the crux of my favorite part of you, which is your foundation, I want you to talk a little bit about what you have going on in Hollywood in 1 second, because Amanda's here and we're going to bring her on.
Well, you guys, it's Hollywood, baby. Marmar's taking over, so it's just a lot of things in the works. I know people see me posting. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Marmar, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So there's a lot of things in store and in the works, and I'm just really excited to be able to share with you guys, my friends, and also the world. So it's a lot that I can speak about to scroll, but you know, we're gonna keep it to the 1 second.
No, this is you, baby. You talk. I want you to share about all the exciting projects you can talk about.
Okay, so basically, I'm wrapping up a project with Shonda Rhimes. It's a new project that I'm able to speak about, and the show is called Lights Out. That will be premiering on ABC this fall. So you guys stay tuned to that. I just want to say it's really it's going to be a fun show. It's a drama series, and it's just about young teens' fears and trials and tribulations. I'm just going to put it that way. So it's a
So
lot of twists and turns.
I was going to say, before we even go there, if you guys don't know who Shonda Rhimes is, I'm about to give you a history lesson real quick. First of all, she's the bomb.com, and I don't know her yet. Um, but she is the creator of Grey's Anatomy, of Scandal, of How to Get Away with Murder. She did the documentary on Anna Devlin, or whatever her name was, on Netflix, who I love. I'm like secretly obsessed with the documentary. So she's a big deal. So anyway, back to you, Marmar.
Yeah, she's amazing to work with. She's a wonderful soul, and she's very. I'm not gonna say she's tough, but she's very just very direct, and she's a wonderful producer, director, and everything. And one thing that I like about Shonda Rhimes is she's very big on love the art in yourself and not yourself in the art. And basically, for anyone who's not in the entertainment industry that doesn't know what that means, it's just basically allowing you to really freely become something you're not, or allowing your imagination to flow. Because if you love yourself in something, it's really taken away from what you're doing and why you're doing it. So that's one thing I love about her. It was amazing. It's an amazing cast. You will see a familiar face. Her name's Anna. She was on How to Get Away with Murder, and she was one of the students. So you will see a familiar face from one of her, previous shows that she's done.
Okay.
Let's see. Where else? Where else can I?
Well, I mean, plug your projects that you can plug right now, and then we have questions.
Okay.
Lots of questions.
A lot of questions. Let's see. I've done, reality TV. There was a project, last year, Ambassador LA, a competition series to be named Face of LA as the #1 ambassador. So that will be coming out this year as well, this summer, that I'm excited about. I was also in a film called My Favorite Girlfriend, and that's going to be hitting Peacock and Netflix this summer as well.
Wonderful. So you guys make
Congratulations, Marmar. Holy moly.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Be sure to
welcome.
follow because big things are coming.
Yes.
So as I said to everyone, this is kind of unscripted. We don't really have set questions, but Amanda, if you have anything, feel free to jump in. But I really want to the first thing I just want to ask is, how do you stay grounded and maintain, a business mindset with all the hustle and bustle and movement in LA?
Oh, man, that's a good question.
Thank you.
It's very, I would say it can be difficult at times, very, time consuming. I feel like the only way to stay grounded is truly like having your mental strength and just having a balance between your personal life, your business life, and everything at all, like just balancing it out. And also just always staying true to yourself. That's the most important thing. Through the hustle and bustle and everything that you have to do, I think staying true to yourself of who you are, why you are, and where you come from is very important, especially in the industry. Definitely.
Okay.
I have to follow up on that really quickly. I'm sorry, because it kind of segues into my question. How do you keep it all together? Like, how do you keep it all organized between career, like business and career plus personal, like 24 hours? How are you doing it?
Yeah, I need to know.
Yes, I actually just got to the point where I have a team. So for my acting and entertainment industry, I have an agent and a team who manages everything as far as like my schedule, from doing this set to this shoot to this set to this shoot. And then also having a team for the Living Greatness by Alexander, which I'm really excited about because it's really going to take off this year, which is what I really want as far as starting to become global. You know, it's like this
Mhm.
close, like steps away from becoming global and actually really kicking off and springing forward. So I'm excited about that, of having a team for that as well.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Yeah, so tell us about Living Greatness by Alexander, because that's the most, I think, fascinating thing about you. One of the most fascinating things about you. And honestly, I
There's
can't speak
lots.
for Amanda, but I know when we first met you, when you shared your story, and shared the story of Living Greatness by Alexander, like it is so impressive. So tell us your story and tell us the story of your foundation.
Okay, so not to get a little, sad on everyone, but so let me just say I'm the youngest of five, and I come from a very loving and supportive background and family. I always want to put that in there, but it's just unfortunate that I still went through life in unexpected events. So living greatness comes from my background of being molested twice, which I'm open about, from a man and a woman when I was younger. And then also, being physically, mentally, and emotionally bullied from my peers when I was going to school. And then sometimes my family members as well, that like not my immediate family, but outside family. It really took a toll on me because I've always been this type of person who has a heart and that's just full of life and love, and I love for everyone to get along. And to go through that, it was very, like, it was traumatic for me. It was definitely a traumatic experience. So as I got older, I wanted to stay true to who I was. I didn't want to let what I've been through change me. And being that I didn't, I also wanted to give other people that hope and positivity, to show that just because you've been through something, just because things have happened to you for the worse, it doesn't mean that you can't change it and turn it around for the better and become something bigger and overcome, that situation or problem. So that's where Living Greatness by Alexander comes from. Alexander's my middle name. Living Greatness is because everyone should be able to live in their greatness, have value and worth from themselves. I lost two friends to suicide because they felt like they weren't worth living for. And, it's crazy. Everyone has a purpose, everyone should see their purpose, and everyone should be able to live it out in their truth.
Wow.
Agreed.
That's
I
powerful.
just,
That's powerful, powerful stuff. Sorry. You
I,
go
it,
ahead.
it was when I heard it back then, and it is even now. Can you elaborate a little bit more into the actual, like, say somebody's on here and has had a similar story. What can you do for them?
Well, I just want anyone who's watching who may have been through the similar thing, or situation, to don't hold it in. Just like speak to someone about it. I know what my biggest thing was. I held it in all the way up until I was almost out of high school, and that hurt my
Wow.
pops dearly. But they were also thankful that I was strong enough to not want to take my own life and like push through it. So anyone that's watching, if you need someone to talk to, I have a team myself as well. You can speak to us. Everything is very sacred and confidential. And people need to, like, I want everyone to realize it's okay to speak to someone. It's okay to have counseling or mentoring if you need it, because it's not to say that we're not strong enough. Sometimes you just need that helping hand. Bill Weathers said
Mhm.
it best: lean on me. You have a friend
Hmm.
in me. And that's important for people to realize. It doesn't mean that you're weak or less than. It just means you're wanting
Mm-mm.
to overcome and accomplish and conquer.
It's brave to seek help, in my opinion, and it's something that
Yeah.
needs to be less taboo to talk about. Like, if you need help, it's okay. In any situation, not just with
Yeah.
that, with any situation, mental health is important, especially
Yes.
Yeah.
in today's day and age right now. Um,
Absolutely. And
so
there's
I
no shame.
appreciate what you and your team are doing. Exactly. There's no shame.
Yes, most definitely. Sorry about that. Thank you, sir. But yes.
Oh, so now we can see your real face.
Yes, you can.
Ugh. There he is. There's the $1 million smile. There he is.
Yes.
So, so what kind of things are on the horizon for Living Greatness by Alexander? What kind of projects are you guys working on for the future with your foundation?
So there's actually one big thing that's coming up. There's an expo that's taking place out here in LA, and I was able to get my, the non-for-profit profit vendor as a vendor there, downtown
Hmm.
LA. I believe it is for like Essence Festival or yes, okay, Black Essence Festival in the summertime. So
Okay.
that will be taking place out here that I'm excited about, because then it's just, getting more awareness and, everything out there for Living Greatness by Alexander out here, LA, elsewhere, for people who travel to come out here to the expo.
Okay. And what type of resources do you guys have for survivors, those that have come through, abuse on the other side? What kind of resources can you provide for them? Besides,
So
like in addition to counseling.
addition to counseling, there's like, I actually just partnership with a couple of other people to provide like workshops. And then not only that, just for allowing the survivors and people who have been a victim of other things to really allow them to walk in their truth, to be able to do the same thing of helping another person. Basically, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to create a domino effect, not just starting with myself and my team with Living Greatness by Alexander, but those who are, getting mentored or empowered and counseled through the foundation, that they can take that power that they've learned and use it, and help other people.
Hmm.
That's
Totally.
amazing.
What we will do also after this, for those of you guys watching this or those of you seeing it on the replay, remember, we're going to grab all of the information about your upcoming projects, about, Living Greatness by Alexander. We're going to grab all of that, including the expo, and we are going to provide it to all of our watchers so that you guys can go support this if you're local, if you need it, if you want to perhaps maybe volunteer. I don't know if you accept volunteers or not, Marmar, but there's plenty to go around. No pun intended.
Did we lose him?
No, I'm here.
There
No,
he
music.
is.
I had to look
This is
down. I have my other screen going.
it's the beauty of social media and the internet, right?
Hmm.
Awesome. So what other questions do you have, Amanda?
Oh my God. That was pretty much the gist of it, was just asking about living greatness, was understanding you have so much going on in your life, and you have so much that you've overcome, so much that you're about to overcome. And I think people need to understand, watching this, that you can do multiple things in life. And as long as you have your ish together a little bit, you don't need it all together, just a little bit. You need
Just
to
a
be
little
sane,
bit.
a little bit safe, a little bit safe. That, if you have the team in place, or even if you're starting out. So, Marmar, before your teams, what did you do to organize? Like, if somebody's just starting out and they're like, but I have like this I really want to do, and I have this I really want to do. What do I do with my life in order to attain both?
Well, first, it starts with discipline. I'm just going to say that you have to have discipline, and just knowing that, I feel like discipline outrules everything. You can have motivation, but without the discipline, you're not going to go anywhere. So
That's
just having that
actually
discipline, yeah.
that's like my favorite saying in the world,
It
which is
is.
that there is a big difference between motivation and discipline is king. But keep
Yes.
going.
Yes. So, being raised by my father, because he's in the military, that's why I'm big on the discipline. It really just pushes you through. So even on those days where you feel like you're not going to be able to get something together or manage, or want to push on, you still push on, because that discipline is training your mind. So without a team, and you have people that are wanting to do everything, as far as their business or whatever they have going on, I would just say, you have to be disciplined and stay focused, and just make sure that you are planning, you're scheduling, and you're you just got to go ham with everything. There's no there's
Yeah.
no lollygagging. There's no focusing going on. You really have to go, hard on whatever you're doing. especially without a team. Because trust me, your boy Marmar had to learn the hard way, and boy, was it a fall. But as long as you don't stay there, it's okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that, or
I can talk about it a little bit. So, you know, when I first started off without a team, it was just, you know, like I said, I have the discipline, but like, for instance, on those days where you don't feel like you don't want to do anything, or you just don't have that drive in you, it's just like, man, it's so much. I've missed events from when I first started living greatness by Alexander, just because I was unorganized and because I didn't have the discipline to make sure that I was organized, focused, and on top of things. And then, not only that, there was a time where I had to put my acting and entertainment entertainments aside because of the same thing. So that's why I was like, I failed hard and learned the hard way, but I feel like it was something that was needed because it really, you know, installed in me how to really just go ham no matter what, you know. And remember this, you guys, for anyone that's watching, your hard work will always pay off, okay? It always pays off. There's nothing that's going to go in vain or unnoticed or not rewarded. So remember that. The sweat, the tears, the blood, all of that is going to pay off. It really will.
Absolutely. And I think that's like something that so many people forget. They think, oh, well, I'm going to do this. I work my butt off. I work my ass off, whatever, and I'm not seeing results. Well, 1, it's consistency. 2, it's discipline. And 3, people are still watching. It just might take longer, but people are watching.
Yes, that's true. Most definitely.
I just go back to that visual of the diamond, the person pickaxing towards the big diamond field, and they turn away when they're this close to hitting it.
Yeah, it's true.
It's so true.
It's just, you know, you never know what's on the other side of it, but just if it's, you know, if your dreams are big enough and your discipline is strong enough and your motivation is there, then it'll happen. But it's going to happen on the time frame that's right for you, when it's supposed to happen.
Yes, timing. And I'm glad you said something about that, because I feel like timing is everything. So often, just some words of encouragement and inspiration for everyone. You know, we always want things to happen on our time, but we have to understand that might not necessarily be the perfect time or the actual timing where things need to happen. Understand that if you put in the work, the dedication, and the discipline that's needed, everything will unfold at the perfect timing, you know? And that's something that's very important to remember as well.
I love that. I do.
Oh my gosh.
So what's the best piece of advice you would give to any entrepreneur?
The best advice I would give to any entrepreneur, I would just say, like I said earlier, the most important thing is to stay true to who you are and grounded. You know, so many people, when you're an entrepreneur, in my opinion, you are like a figure, a public figure. People are looking up to you. People are watching you. I'm not saying be perfect. No one's perfect. But just make sure that you're not letting things change you, whether it's the money, the amount of success that your business have. A lot of times you see entrepreneurships blow up and it's like they have their team and they're working behind the scenes and they just lose sight of who they are. Once you lose sight of who you are, you no longer have your solid foundation of what it is that you're doing and why you have it. So that is the most important thing that I would tell any other up and coming or starting entrepreneur. Stay true to yourself, stay grounded, stay rooted, and everything else will always, you know, go and fall in place.
Yes, absolutely.
I hope everybody's taking notes right now, because this is like gold.
This is.
Mama's like, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You guys are welcome.
Dropping truth bombs.
Yes.
So is there anything else you want to add, Amanda?
No, I'm good. Do you have any questions for us, Marmar? It's been a while.
I know.
Do I have any questions for you guys? I don't know.
Now I put him on the spot. It's not a question too.
When are we coming to the premiere?
You guys are gonna, let's see, there's one happening actually in July. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated and informed on it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. July is my birthday month, so that's perfect.
Oh yeah. Your birthday is? You're a Cancer?
Leo.
Leo. He's
Tried and true. Can you tell?
I can tell. I can tell. I
Okay,
can see the fire.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got the Leo and you got the Aries, and we both work together.
Oh
And
my
Go
then
gosh.
figure.
the stubborn ass Taurus.
Uh-huh.
Right there.
Yeah.
The raging bull. The raging bull.
Absolutely.
Yep. Spike got the red hair.
I know, right? Oh my
Tricked
gosh, I'm
myself.
so glad we were able to talk with you today, Marmar. And we're gonna
Thank you so much.
in the description of this video and in the comments, you're gonna have all of the links. Give him a follow. It's Marquis Stewart. I'll spell it out because I can't. And the foundation is Living Greatness by Alexander, and then his up and coming TV show by Miss Shonda Rhimes.
Keep your eyes open, guys, because Marmar is going to be changing the face of everything.
Yeah.
Entertainment,
People are
nonprofit.
be searching for this interview very soon.
Yeah.
It's called Lights Out, and it's going to be premiering on ABC in the fall. We don't have a date to announce yet, but when we do, we will shout it out, as well as some other upcoming projects. So until our next time, because there is going to be a next time.
Yes.
Sooner rather than later. We will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mama. You take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
Bye.